Hello, welcome back to the channel. Let's see which zodiac sign we'll be reading for. Actually, I'm going to do a bonus for Sag. I feel like I didn't pull a Sabian for Sagittarius, so we might start with that. Could feel a little in the dark these days. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Sagittarius, people and placements. Most important vital message at this moment for Sag. Oh, that one came out. Oh, quite a few. Hmm. Something could be a little bit deceptive also. We have Leo too, so you could be dealing with a Leo. But yeah, there could be something a little dark, a little deceptive going on. Let's just see here. Sabian. Something here could be very sexual more so than anything else. Let's see. Oh, right. An epidemic of mumps. So that's interesting. An epidemic of mumps can indicate a situation, illness, or event that affects a number of people. So we do have some intense aspects this weekend, probably leading into the full moon next Wednesday. A lot of people will feel quite intense. It is a Leo full moon nonetheless. Could be dealing with a Taurus just because number two. An epidemic is something contagious, like an illness that is racing throughout the populace or raging through a chain of friends or family. Although it can affect people on a large scale, it may have started with just one person. The disease mumps can lead to sexual impotence. In men, it can literally happen, and a feeling of being ineffectual and useless. As it is an epidemic, it will pay to nip it in the bud. It may, however, have to run its course. So there could be just something tumultuous happening. We have a lot of oppositions and squares during that full moon that's coming up. It's quite intense. So this could be a time when you've kind of just got to throw in the towel and go with it. In the situation facing you, the symbol can talk about the literal spread of disease, but it can also symbolize news or gossip. Example, a story that's gotten completely out of control. So this could be like it's giving like that Mercury Kazemi, right? That's in Aquarius right now. Mercury rules communication, Aquarius rules flight, but I believe there's like a square with Uranus, which is in Taurus, so it would be squaring that Mercury in Aquarius for sure. So it's like the ruler of all this Aquarius energy is squaring all the Aquarius placements. So it's just interesting how intense it is these days. Um, and there is Taurus energy with Leo too, so. A story that's gotten completely out of control. This infecting influence could be affecting you or someone else in the group, and it's likely to be spreading regardless of whether anybody wants it to. The situation or disease needs to be harnessed as soon as possible, as this epidemic may spread fear or upset to all those around and further afield. The situation may indeed get worse before it gets better. Finding the origin of the infection or the extent of its spread and how far it has reached will go a long way to resolving the situation. It can at least act to slow it down so it can lose energy or dissipate. Therefore, it can be important to discover the facts about how and when it started, perhaps how best to stop it. There may be a need for some kind of separation or isolation, and then some time for recovery. Remember that laughter can be infectious. Spread joy and love instead of fear and worry. So there is something about staying positive beyond all this, and by doing that, you can actually manifest this change, this kind of healing, right? So especially if you're separating from somebody. Hysterical feelings, ideas of immunity, things getting out of control, common threads that link people and places, infectious diseases, medicine and cures, discovering the truth of a situation, acting accordingly. So something about holding your ground for sure. Viruses and bacterial infections, spreading, rumors, colds, flu, fear in general, the cat let out of the bag, the need for immunization, and the need for hygiene, isolating causes of problems, vaccinations, outbreaks, blood tests, tumors, measles, and chickenpox. Interesting. The caution, fear of bad health, hypochondria, rampaging gossip. Wow, rampaging gossip. So there could be a lot of gossip around you. Widespread fear, upset, stories that get out of control, rashes and skin problems, deprivation, hiding oneself away for fear of contagion, fear of sharing oneself with others, obsession with health, embarrassment, impotence, contagious thoughts, negative thinking, and compulsive actions, the complications of disease, media frenzies, problems that multiply with alarming speed. Okay, interesting. Negative thinking and compulsive actions. Interesting. This could be about somebody you're dating. or strong Taurus and Leo energy for sure. Thought is an infection. In the case of a certain thoughts, it becomes an epidemic. Wallace Stevens. That's interesting because I was considering kind of how like there's so much like kind of World War II references. You know, it's kind of like we're coming up to that time when it's kind of like um, the anniversary, right, in a way of that time period, and how Trump and Elon are kind of giving me Joseph Goebbels vibes, you know, and Hitler. So, anyways, thought is and how important words and propaganda and media and social media were at that time in World War II as well as now, right? And Aquarius energy, and we are in Aquarius season, which is all Aquarius can rule thought control, mind control, right? Um, I have many videos in my astrology transits playlist if you're curious. But anyways, here are some quotes. Thought is an infection in the case of certain right. As contagion of sickness makes sickness, contagion of trust can make trust. So there is something about just relaxing, manifesting what you desire, Marion Moore. My sources are unreliable, but their information is fascinating. Interesting. Ashley Brilliant. So there could be just a lot of talk, a lot of exchanging information, right? We are more apt to catch the vices of others and their virtues as disease is far more contagious than health. So do be careful, right? About the people you surround yourself with and their values. Good, the more communicated, more abundant grows. So there's something about communicating in a good way. A lie can run around the world before a truth can get its boots on. Wow. Yeah, so there could be a lot of gossip. A lie gets halfway around the world before a truth has a chance to get its pants on. Sir Winston Churchill. Life is a disease, and the only difference between one man and another is the stage of the disease at which he lives. So there could be something about like someone negative around you that's spreading lies or trying to tarnish something, you know, or just be careful, right? Try to mitigate any kind of press crisis if you can. Um, Maybe if you need to set the record straight or something. Um, Life is a disease, and the only difference between one man and another is the stage of the disease at which he lives. You are always at a crisis. I am always in the convalescent stage. George Bernard Shaw. Interesting energy, and there was a few that else that came out, so I'm kind of curious. We have Scorpio 23. We'll just quickly see. Scorpio 23. A rabbit metamorphosed into a nature spirit. Interesting. We're born princes, and the civilizing process turns us into frogs. Interesting. So there is some kind of toxic, almost like connection here or something. Strong Leo and Taurus energy and Gemini now. Rabbits of the world stop. Okay, I'm not mad, or sorry, I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. It's giving that song. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little impaired. I know right now you don't care. But stay around, maybe then you'll see. Interesting. So maybe there is some kind of revealing here or something. It says, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. Kathleen Turner as Jessica Rabbit. Don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there. He was put into a pie by Mrs. McGregor. Interesting. Beatrix Potter. So a lot of stuff about rabbits. Man is physically as well as metaphysically a thing of shreds and patches, borrowed unequally from good and bad ancestors, and a misfit from the start. Interesting. I like that. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The moment we indulge our infections, interesting, affections, the earth is metamorphosed. There is no winter and no night. All tragedies, all ennuis vanish, all duties even. Interesting. Hmm. So maybe something about bridging the line between like professional and like indulgent activities. I am not now that which I have been, Lord Byron. And he was quite scandalous, right? All things must change to something new, to something strange. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. It's definitely a time when we're going to feel that strange energy during Aquarius season. So, rabbit metamorphosed into a nature spirit is a rather strange image that seems rather fantastic at first. The rabbit is changing its very nature. It is somehow morphing into a different being, a nature spirit. The rabbit has gone from using its baser animal or sexual instincts into living as a more spiritual being. When something metamorphoses, there is usually a change of appearance and way of behaving or being, but it is still the same being at the core level, just operating on a different plane of expression. You may find yourself having a transformative realization revelation that will take your focus away from your more basic animal instincts to a more spiritual level of perception. Your vital energies may remain constant, but the way in which they respond to the environment can change considerably. Issues such as battling for survival can become less important. Life takes on a different purpose, and new, more liberating ways of acting in the world become available. And shifting from a focus on the lower chakras, physical or sexual, to the higher chakras, third eye and crown, we move closer to the relationship with the universal energy that motivates and inspires us. This transformation can lead to a calmer way of living, or perhaps a more specialized state of being. This can happen through having some kind of religious experience, like an epiphany, where we find that life changes on many levels, leaving us somehow different and able to go back to our old ways of being and relating. Welcoming this new state of being can lead to incredible layers of perception and unfolding, transforming life into a higher vibration and making life more worthwhile. Keywords: revelation of hidden talents, vegetarianism, changing one's lifestyle completely, rapid and total transformation, morphing, giving up merely battling for survival, ascension of consciousness, elementals, evolution, moving into a new level of being, raising one's vibration, complete changes, psychic attunement, and losing one's sexual charge. The caution: being dissatisfied with transformation as not economically useful, feeling ineffective or impotent, having one's sexual power taken away, feeling desexed or neutered, losing one's drive or libido, feeling alone and misunderstood, dumbed down energies, neglecting body in favor of spirit or emotion. So there is something about really calling home all your energy and focusing on that. And this can be empowering for you, definitely. You could have been working a lot lately, right? So Capricorn 28. I think somebody else got that actually today, but let's double check. Yeah, a large aviary, which makes sense because we are in Aquarius. I'm not going to read it, but 11:11, as I see on the clock, actually isn't mentioning this. We are in Aquarius season, right? Which rules flight. It's an air sign, right? So what else do we have? Taurus 22. We did see a lot of Taurus energy already. All right, Taurus 22, a white dove flying straight and fearlessly over troubled waters. So there is some kind of peace that's potential here. Peace can be reached through meditation or on the knowledge which dreams give. Peace can be reached through meditation on the knowledge which dreams give. Peace can also be reached through concentration upon that which is dearest to the heart. If you can't be free, be a mystery. Read a dove. Flying might not be all plain sailing, but the fun of it is worth the price. Amelia Earhart. So a lot of flying, a lot of bird energy. Oh, swallow, swallow, flying, flying south. Fly to her and fall upon her gilded eaves and tell her what I tell to thee. Lord Alfred Tennyson. So maybe there's something about communication from a distance. I want to send the signal to our enemy that you have aroused a compassionate and decent mighty nation, and we're going to hunt you down. Jeez. George Bush Jr. Loose links, interesting. Loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. Loose links, interesting. Oh, that I had wings like a dove, for I would be able to fly away and be at rest. The Bible. I survived that trouble, so likewise may I survive this one. Interesting. This could be a connection or some kind of fighting with a Taurus, or maybe this is like someone you're dating. Commentary. The white dove is a reassuring symbol of messages regarding peace, hope, and redemption. That the white dove is flying straight and fearlessly over troubled waters shows a clear mission that needs to be fulfilled without worrying about any personal consequences. Interesting. Noah sent out a white dove from the ark. It flew straight and fearlessly over troubled waters, bringing back an olive branch, a sign landfall was near and redemption was at hand. Oracle. The symbol shows the need for hope and the help to be delivered to those who need it. Although there may be trouble all around, you will be able to rise above it and find safe ground. Even though you may be lost from your loved one's sight for a while, and they may feel abandoned, you will eventually return to them safely. Alternatively, you may be guiding them to safety and reassurance, or they may be returning to you. Bringing hope, sustenance, and comfort to others is a blessing to all involved. And then we heard that in some other cards, right? The dove of or symbol, sorry, Sabian symbols. The dove of this symbol, by flying straight and fearlessly, brings the message to stay on course, go straight ahead, and don't worry about what's happening around you. Soon there will be a signal of better times and relief from your concerns. Oftentimes, it's not possible for us to see what is just beyond our sight, whether we're looking into the future or trying to understand the present. If things that are outside of your control or intelligence trouble you, then you may need to ask for a message that reassures you. Interesting. The dove is often portrayed as a symbol of the soul. Try sending out a dove from your spiritual center and ask for what you require in order to bring things back to safe ground again. Equally, you may need to send a message to those who are feeling left out and needing love and assistance. Keywords: transcending worries through spiritual awareness, prophetic missions. Interesting. Transcending worries through spiritual awareness. Okay, prophetic missions. Peace, healing messages from the other side, overcoming phobias, fearlessness, feelings of immortality, going straight for the objective, calming troubled minds, redemption, and messages of hope, couriers. The caution, being too caught up in worries, not accepting that things are getting better, or accepting reassurance from others, not being cautious of risks, being daunted by an ominous task, gossip, and spreading rumors. All right, so definitely a lot of stuff about gossip. And we have lastly Leo 27. Leo 27. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the shadows. Helen Keller. Faith is the bird that feels the light when the dawn is still dark. Interesting. Only that day dawns to which we are awake. There is more day to dawn. The sun is but a morning star. Henry David Thoreau. In saffron-colored mantle from the tides of ocean rose the morning to bring light to gods and men. Homer, more light goeth, lost words. So maybe this is about revealing something or explaining, expressing. One may not reach the dawn save by the path of the night. So you could be going through a little bit of like over this weekend at the Cancer moon, a bit more of this kind of reserved energy. Dawn does not come twice to awaken a man. Dawn does not come twice to awaken a man. Interesting. If every day is an awakening, you will never grow old. You will just keep growing. And the sun puts on a wonderful show at daybreak, yet most people in the audience go on sleeping. So maybe there's something about like somebody likes to get up early. Commentary, daybreak, the luminescence of dawn in the eastern sky. Interesting. Is a wonderful message of renewal, hope, and the possibility for the future. The symbol beautifully illustrates the emergence of light from the night to day. There is luminescence in the eastern sky. It is the time when night and day both seem to exist at the same time. Interesting. There is a little of both, as the stars are still visible, whilst the light of the sun slowly intensifies and claims the earth. There is a little of both, as the stars are. Yeah. This is a time for making plans, resolutions, or meditating on any new tasks that are ahead. It seems that there is finally a chance for a new beginning to start over. Imagination can be strong with expectations and enthusiasm running high. Imagination can be strong with expectations and enthusiasm running high. These things can put us in the perfect frame of mind and give us the energy for the day ahead. In regards to your situation, things have been sacrificed, and there may be certain emptiness. Regardless, you must see the light and move forward again. It is now time to stop operating in the dark. New ideas, new opportunities, new perspectives. Interesting. New realizations are emerging. Don't dwell on that which has passed away or what is yet to be. In order to fully realize the potential of this symbol, try performing some morning rituals, things like meditation, yoga, tai chi, or going for a walk can prepare one's mind and body for the day ahead. These can really awaken both body and mind. How do you feel when you wake up? This may help you understand what's lying before you. Recognize the coming. So maybe something about your dreams could be relevant. Recognize the coming of this daybreak, this new day, and listen to the birds. Watch the beauty of the morning sky and soak up the environment at dawn. Something is likely to have changed, even if it's just your perspective. Keywords: gradual realization of opportunities, new cycles beginning, feeling that one can leave the past behind. Finally, transitions between darkness and light, meditation and yoga, scenes of awe and amazement, things slowly being revealed, dawning awareness, light from the east, awakening, looking to the future, luminescent, a light. The caution: being fearful and distrusting new experiences or situations, thinking that everything will be okay tomorrow, i.e., not today, closing things down when they should be opening up, feeling like one's asleep and can't wake up. Interesting. Staying in bed and missing out on new opportunities, not moving on when it's necessary. This could be something to do with the Taurus, definitely, or real estate or relationships. I feel like I've gone so long reading these for you guys today, but we will close this reading out with some tea leaf. All right, Sagittarius. Messages for Sag. We have Unicorn in the future position, so use your intuition to make beneficial changes. It's interesting. She has quite a solemn face, which is interesting. Maybe you're feeling a little down or drained, so it's important that you are taking care of yourself. We have good news here. Anything else for Sag? Reward, recognition for merit. You could be pulling away from somebody, somebody who was maybe toxic. This could have been people that were not they could have been jealous of you, right? So you had to be careful. I feel like as you pull away from someone and make these changes, you come into more abundance. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you're coming into more stability, and maybe somebody else around you isn't, or they want to throw your stability off. Interesting. Yeah, warning you. It's a warning. This is a warning. So there's something about Mountain Road here. You will be on the road to success, but you do need to be careful of people around you, I would say. Anything else for Sag? Control your anger, you'll be sorry. Interesting. So do be careful of people around you, especially those that try to provoke anger out of you. They might want to reveal your secrets or something like that, so just be careful. And I don't think you need their help at all. This person could be extremely stubborn or just has a bad attitude, right? So interesting. I don't know if you can see that all. There we go. Sagittarius last messages for Sagittarius messages. What do we got? We have don't take other people personally ever. So this person obviously has issues and has nothing to do with you, Sagittarius. Anything else for Sag? They want to fix it coming out sideways, right? So maybe it's important that you don't fix it. Anything else for Sagittarius? So we have bitchy bitchy man. Okay, so yeah, this could be a masculine around you that's quite bitchy or acts like a feminine, very catty, very dramatic, very annoying, right? Talk less at this time, listen more, respect self. So good time to pull away, definitely. Good time to stay focused on the self. Maybe we'll pull one of these. I'm kind of curious what will come out. I split it on silver, which is interesting. Sagittarius messages for Sag. We have glass, so maybe you're seeing something more clearly, especially regarding communication or Gemini or somebody local to you or a friend. Um, hmm. Sagittarius messages for Sagittarius people watching. Family coming out kind of sideways. Yeah, interesting. Maybe you've pulled away from a lot of people, or these are like karmic people that show up in your family that you're reincarnated with that you need to learn something about, or yeah, support roots and tradition. Honor your beliefs, traditions, and heritage. Now is not the time to improvise, change things up, or try something new. This card advises you to return to the basics and build a stronger foundation for yourself. That can mean returning to school or joining an organization with well-established rules and principles, or seeking out a mentor who knows the ins and outs of your goals. You can't break the rules until you know what the rules are. A period of study and observation serves you well. So, interesting. Let's grab an Egyptian, Sagittarius. We have Genesis. Interesting. This could be somebody who's going through their own thing. Yeah, enlightening on the top, raw. So I feel like you're just sailing onto better waters, and that could be what you're planning on doing. Kind of detaching, even Sagittarius. So we have you and your loved ones are safe and surrendered to the divine. We have meditate and contemplate on the bottom. Any other last messages for Sag? Thank you. Deep knowing. So it seems like you already know what you need to do. Stay away from anything that doesn't bring joy or happiness, definitely. That's a clear indication of what not to do. Lighten up, because this is the time to be ridiculous and silly and interesting. Maybe just take it light, like don't take, like, not that you should like just let everybody do anything, but don't be offended by what you've learned, right? Miracles lie in the silly things today. So even this could be a new beginning, this could be an ending, this could be a culmination. It could be so many things. I feel like I want to pull some extra last messages. We'll pull one of these Lenormands. Sagittarius messages for Sag. Yeah. The robber mice take your treasure inside the house. They steal with pleasure. So be careful of who you have in your house. Hope's not forgone when this card is near. Once the mice are gone, you regain what is dear. So this could be somebody who's leaving your life. This could be, somebody that you're just not encouraged to talk to. This could be a Leo. This could be a Taurus. This could be a Gemini. This could be somebody you work with. This could be somebody you have conflicts with. So it's important that you keep more to yourself with this person, I would say, because this person could have a big mouth. It could be a Taurus. Any last advice for Sag? Got two of them. Malice, yeah. And omens. So you want to pay attention. You want to be able to see the chess moves. You want to see people's strategies before it gets too late in the game so that you can mitigate, right? So hope you enjoyed this quick little reading. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal using the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Good luck. Take care.